Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today I wanted to create this little message for twin flames that might be a little bit earlier on in their journey, because one of the questions that I see a lot of that comes through is, I don't understand why my twin is the reason for my heartbreak. And so I think this is a great, message that I'm doing right now to help really explain. There's a couple of reasons why your, twin flame ends up being your almost life's biggest heartbreak. It has a reason, it has a purpose, but it is only for a season. What's important to remember though is you are meant to transcend the pain, the loss, the heartbreak that you go through on this journey, because if you don't, you get stuck there repeating the same pattern. And what's really meant to happen as you come out of this, you can't get there, because the only way to the light is through that darkness. Now, the first reason why, you go through heartbreak with your twin flame is that, there's a famous quote by Rumi, which is, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Now, this is a perfect quote that really describes why the heartbreak is sometimes so necessary on your twin flame journey. You think, okay, this person's the other half of me, but why are they the reason for my biggest downfall or my greatest heartbreak? And the answer is, if you look into any spiritual teachings, it doesn't matter, which part of the world that you're going to, at the root of spirituality, you will always find that, and this is time and time after again, you'll hear this, is that if your life was perfect, you wouldn't learn anything, you wouldn't grow, you wouldn't expand your consciousness, and you definitely wouldn't be willing to go within to really find God. And that is the purpose of your human existence. If you're not growing, if you are not expanding your consciousness, then it's defeating the purpose of your human life form. Now, if you take a look at anybody, this could be, the wealthiest of families and the poorest of families. If you take a look at breakthroughs people go through, they come through after their greatest heartbreaks, their catalysts that they've gone through in their life, their loss, because pain is your greatest teacher. Until you experience the pain, you don't look for the solutions, you don't look for God, you don't look for that which is going to help you grow and really transform. Interestingly enough, I had mentioned this before, that I recently took a trip as part of my purpose, and on my flight back, I actually wanted to watch a movie. By the way, it was a really long flight. But I was watching a movie that I never actually really got to watch that I always wanted to. It's starring Julia Roberts. It's called Eat, Pray, and Love. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But there's a part in the movie where Julia, as Liz, the main character of the movie, goes to Italy to really try and rediscover herself after her divorce. And basically her friends take her to this building that has now been abandoned, which was once a beautiful part of Rome. And in there, she's sitting there and she's looking at that ruin, and she says something along the lines of, ruin is actually a gift. And it is actually needed in order for transformation to really take place. I'll see if I can find a clip and I'll link it in the description, but it's basically her reflection on life in general, is that you go through chaos, and ultimately you need that ruin in order for the transformation to take place. So you're not going to be able to really go through that transformation that this journey is really trying to take you through, unless you go through that complete, destruction and then that transformation. Also, you are, as part of your journey, trying to heal the heart chakra. If you have, whether this is personal, past life, ancestral, right? Because you're really going through everything on this journey. It may be that your heart chakra needs that healing. And the only way you're going to be able to heal that heart is really to go through that destruction process, to then finally do that rebuilding, that healing, and that transformation. Now, the other part of this is that you need a healed heart chakra to be able to really fulfill your purpose to be here, you know, as whatever it is, a way shower, a healer, you know, maybe it's something that you're doing to help other people that have gone through what you've gone through. Whatever that purpose looks like, in order to be able to connect with people, you need to have a healed heart chakra. Your chakras overall need to be healed so that that divine energy can really flow through you, and those chakras need to be open and aligned. Now, the second reason that you really need to go through this transformation is because if you are the leader in this connection, being the feminine energy, you need to heal first so that you can really, and you know, again, to say this, you must be dealing with your twin flame rather than a catalyst on this journey. But if it's a true twin flame that's dealing with this, they need you to heal first, so then that masculine energy can heal regardless of the gender. So your healing will have a direct impact on your twins' healing. So you need to go first. You need to go through that transformation phase, go through that healing phase, and only then can they work through that as well. Now, reason number 3, and I kind of touched on this previously, but really your heartbreak, actually, because the lessons that have been designed for twin flames, you know, based on their journey, based on what you go through in life, is to ultimately help you step into your purpose. So the harder the lessons, the more it's trying to really take you towards your purpose so that you can, you know, possibly have your creative expression be something that is a medicine for other people. It might be that your, what you've gone through, you'll be able to share that with other people, show them the way so that they can cross that journey as well. So overall, how it's going to play into your journey, what it's going to look like on the other end, we don't yet know. You can only find out once you get through it. But the key thing to remember here is don't stop where you are. No matter how much it hurts and you think to yourself, oh my God, I'm not going to get through this, remind yourself that everything you are going through has a purpose, and it is meant to eventually aid you on your journey. It's like, really going through each milestone to understand the place that it held in your life, to really understand what it's meant to teach you, so that ultimately you can get to your destination and say, oh yeah, I went through X, Y, and Z, and now this is how I'm going to be able to utilize it. The one, I guess you can say, unfortunate part about this journey is that not everything comes to you at once. Things just need to go bit by bit, and in divine timing, when the time is right for you, when your journey, things are revealed to you. But when you're in the thick of it, in the pain, in the heartbreak, in, whatever it is that you're experiencing, your lowest low, just do yourself a favor and do not stop there. Keep moving through it. And I promise you there is light at the end of this tunnel. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.